Hey guys, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Joe.
And we are ItsColeton. Today, we are starting our 10-week countdown to Florida.
I'm so excited.
I can't believe it's 10 weeks.
I know. It's coming so fast. Last time this happened, the 10 weeks literally flew by and felt like 10 days instead of 10 weeks. It's crazy.
We booked this almost a year ago. It was September last year that we booked the holiday. And we're flying out on the 10th of November. So yes, 10 weeks time. We've got loads planned. If any of you have been to Florida before, which I'm sure you have, you'll know there is so much to do, not just Disney, but just in general. And we did loads last time, and that was your first time going. And this time there's still new stuff that we've not been to, so we're going to be planning that in, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a how to plan a holiday to Florida with some top tips that we've picked up and what we've kind of picked up from other YouTubers and things that we've read, so we'll be sharing that with you all. But today, if you've noticed something, we're talking about Disney pins. Now, if you're like us and you like to pin trade, then you're going to love this vlog, because we're going to be talking about all our pins, letting you have a little look at them, and giving you some tips on what to do, because Joe was very much against pin trading before he went to Disney. Yeah,
waste of money, nah, just pointless.
And then within the first day, he already bought a lanyard and he'd already started buying pins. So it's really exciting. So there's a couple of ways you can pin trade. So you have the option to just buy the pins, which we do a lot of, because you get limited edition ones, you get certain park ones and stuff like that. But you can also trade with other cast members at the parks, which is pretty cool. And there's loads of different collections that are out there. So there's like hidden Mickeys and so on.
You can trade with other people and other guests in the park as well, but
I tend not to do that, because it can get a little bit awkward, because like when I'm wearing my lanyard around, I'll have the pins that I want to trade, but I'll also have the ones that I don't, because they might be like the limited edition ones that I've bought, and sometimes that person might want to trade with one of those, and then it gets a little bit awkward. Whereas with a cast member, they're not technically looking at what pins they want of yours, it's more about what you want of theirs. Or you can trade with the cast members, or in some of the shops and some of the resorts, you get the big pin boards, and you just got to go up and ask to see the pin board. And in some locations they'll even put out like a bigger pin board at certain times of the day, depending on where you are at that point. You can have a little look. So we've got quite a few pins, only so many of them go on the lanyard, and then loads more pins. So we'll go through and we'll do a little show reel so you can see them all. But we're going to pick some of our favourites that we're going to talk to you about. Do you want to go first?
No, you can.
Okay.
You go first.
So I'm going to talk about my very first pin that I bought. And this wasn't a trading one, this is one that I bought in what was Downtown Disney at the time, but it's Disney Springs, and it is a 40 years, it's the Hall of Presidents Mickey that I bought, and it's my very first pin. Absolutely love it. It's got the Abraham Lincoln hat on, which is pretty cool, but I'll show you a picture. So that was my first pin, and then off the back of that, that just meant I went crazy with pins. But that's my kind of a little favourite, because it was my first pin that I ever bought. What's yours? You've got a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
Joe's done something different to me, in that he has bought pins from like each location, to each park. He's been to the water parks, some of the hotel ones.
Yeah, so I've got You've got the All Stars one as well.
I've got the All Stars.
Yeah, so we've both got All Stars because that's where we stayed. Obviously,
we stayed.
All Stars Sports.
Yeah. Oh, it's just come off.
Oh.
There you go. I'll show you the All Stars one.
Get my head out of the way.
Get out of the way. There we go. Yeah, so that's the All Stars pin, which we'll have to get a new one because they do change them every year. So this was the 2016 version, and I bought this one on our first day, and you hadn't started buying pins yet. And I got it into the gift shop. Went into the gift shop and seen it. I was like, right, All Stars one's got to get it.
Literally, it had gone. It
sold out, completely sold out. So you managed to get yours in the end.
Yeah, I think you bought it for me.
I think it was a Christmas present. I managed to get it online, but yeah, really, really cool pin.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The next one, somewhere we didn't actually visit, and I think we're going to do it this time. But this is obviously like a location one, but it's Disney's Boardwalk. Is it Boardwalk? Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Resort, and they have their own separate pin for it, so I don't know if you can see it. But that's it there. It's really cute. It's got Mickey and Minnie on it, and they look really nice. But that one's one of my favourite ones as well.
Yeah. My next one I'm going to talk about, this one is pretty cool, and I'll tell you the story of how I got it before I show you it because it will give it away. So it was one of my first trips to Disney, and I was walking around Epcot, and I seen a cast member in the kind of pop-up Disney Vacation Club spots, and they had some pins on. And this one, let me tell you the story about what cast members do. So sometimes when they show you the pins that they have, they'll all be facing like these are now, but sometimes they'll be backwards, so you won't actually get to see the pin, you'll just see the little kind of black little Mickey head, so you don't actually know what you're getting. So they said that I can trade for that one, but I don't know what it is, and I won't find out until I agree to trade and pass over the pins and blah 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 blah. So I did it. I thought I'd take the risk. I don't know what I'm getting. Traded one of my pins, and I got this one. If you can see it. Oh, it's picking me up. There we go. It's a Disney Vacation Club pin, which I was super excited about because you can only get these if you're actually a Disney Vacation Club member, and I'm not. We're not. But yeah, so it's Minnie on a beach, and yeah, really, really cool. And that happens sometimes, not every time. Sometimes it does. You can get a really cool pin. Sometimes they're just the standard ones. It doesn't mean if they're kind of back to front that it's going to be like a special pin.
Sometimes they can be a bit...
Yeah, they can be just like part of a pack or so on, but I was really, really lucky with this one. But I can remember the cast member at the time kind of trying to, not put me off, but was a bit like, are you sure you want to do it? Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah, I took the risk, and that's what I come up with. So it's worth trying, but you're not going to be guaranteed a cool pin like that every time. But that's like a really cool story of how I got that one. Love that pin.
My next one, where is it? Okay, where it is that it? There it is there. You've got it as well.
I've got it as well, yeah. It's a double back one, this one.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a faff to grab. But it is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas 2016.
Yes.
So we had, what day was that? What day was it? Was it our last weekend?
It was it's the same as what we're doing this time.
Yeah.
So it was the Sunday before we flew home. It was the last Sunday of November, so it was kind of after Thanksgiving. We went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas, but they start early November time, the actual shows. So yeah, so we went to that and we got a little cool pin.
You can see it.
If I move that, it should pick it up.
There you go, they're really cute. I love the Mickey ones though. All the ones with like Mickey and Minnie and all the characters on, I think are really nice, the colourful.
So yeah, so we're doing Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party again this year. Exactly the same time. We're doing it on our last night at Disney. So
it's such a good night though, isn't it?
It is, and because it's Christmassy and it's kind of like, you're going home.
Yeah.
It's just a really good atmosphere.
Just gets you really into the spirit of Christmas.
Massively.
Especially for when you get back to England and it's cold and wet and grey and horrible and depressing, and you've got to go back to work.
But yeah, so we'll be getting a new Mickey's Very Merry Christmas pin, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think they're wrong way.
Talking about Thanksgiving, we've both got this one. This was a limited edition pin. And because we were out there while it was Thanksgiving, they released these kind of special kind of pins. And this one is pretty cool. I'll bring it up so that you can see. If I can do it like that, it might... Oh, I'm in. Got it? There it is. So you can see it's really, really cool. Kind of like, looks kind of gold with the orange in. And then at the bottom on the little set it says Thanksgiving 2016. And this was a limited edition. And I think this was like $15. Yeah. This one.
All the like limited edition ones, they are quite expensive.
Yeah.
They can be.
But it's really, really cool. So we've got that one. And then I'm going to talk about... I'm going to do this one. This one is really cool. So when I first met, one of my little nieces was a massive fan of Tinkerbell. And you might still see it because I think they do still sell them. There's a little pin with Tinkerbell in, and she's holding like some pixie dust in like a little bottle, and it's got pixie dust inside. But then I also seen this one, and I managed to trade this one, and it is a hidden Mickey. So I don't know if you'll see it there. Is it coming up? Oh, it's picking me up. There we go. It says I Heart Tink, and it's a Florida kind of license plate. It's pretty cool.
Where's the hidden Mickey?
Down in the bottom corner.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's really, really cool one, and it's a little bit different. So yeah, it's one that I kind of traded from a cast member, but I won't be trading it. This is the keeper. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I like a lot of the location ones. So I collect them from like all the sort of the parks, the water parks. So this one I managed to get on eBay, and I don't think they actually sell it in the park anymore. I think it's an older one.
Ooh, I know the one.
But it is a really cool pin. But it's because when we go, Blizzard Beach is shut, isn't it? Blizzard Beach is shut
for refurbishment.
Yeah.
So it's only Typhoon Lagoon that's open.
Yeah. So obviously that was what was open last
time.
Last time when we went. So, but I didn't manage to get a pin last time. But I managed to find one on eBay, like I said. So it is this one. So picking it up. Does it out? There you go. So it's Goofy, and he does move. He's really cool. Yeah, that one's one of my favourite ones, and I really like it.
Yeah. This next pin, I got this. I traded this one, and this was on the pin board in Disney Springs. There's a pin trading outlet, which is like kind of the main one, which is pretty cool. And it was on their pin board. And it's the Summer of Champions 2008. So again, it's one of those that they kind of release when there's special occasions. Sorry, can you see it? If I just come out. There it is there. So it's a pretty cool pin. And you would have been able to buy this at the time, and it would have been quite expensive, like just to buy a pin, but I managed to get it to trade. So yeah, really, really cool. I'm pleased with that one. Should we do these ones?
Yeah.
You've got some. So when we were there last time, you've got some extra ones than me.
Who have you got?
I've got these ones.
Oh, I've got Goofy.
Yeah.
And Alex.
I got Daisy and
the doubles again.
Yeah. So when we were out there last time, at Christmas they release resort limited edition Christmas pins.
Yeah. And
each kind of resort hotel has a different version. We didn't get them all, unfortunately.
No, we didn't, did we? We only started getting these like towards like the last.
It was towards the end. They didn't come out. It was kind of towards the end of our holiday that they released them. But we went around some of the resorts and we managed to get them. So we've got Daisy. I'll show you a picture of them because there's going to be a few, so it might take a while to get them to focus. Daisy, but she was from the Contemporary Resort. No.
Did you not get the All-Stars one from Goofy?
No. So yeah, Daisy Duck, she was from the Contemporary Resort. And it's like a cool little pin and they open up. But I'll show you a picture so you can see it a bit better.
And my next one is Alice from Disney's Grand Floridian Spa and Resort and Spa size. But yeah, you can see they're inside. They're really cool. Let me flap down.
And then we went to the Polynesian Resort. Did you get this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got Daisy and Leela and Stitch.
Yeah. So yeah, from the Polynesian, it was a Stitch one. They're pretty cool.
And then from our actual own resort, All Star Sports, it was a Goofy. So it's meow. You can see him. He's really cute. But yeah, All Stars.
So they're quite cool
Some
ones.
of them are a little bit stiffer to open up,
Yeah.
and some of them are quite loose.
Loose.
But yeah, Disney's All Star Resort. Okay. And he's got music, sport. Is that it? Is that all there is?
Yeah, it was from the whole All Stars, so music,
Yeah.
sports, and movies all in one. It was their pin, so it's really cool. So it's worth if you like collecting pins to have a little look around at what ones they're doing.
Yeah.
Because there are sometimes specific ones that they release in some locations.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. And then the other ones I kind of touched on them is the hidden Mickeys. So especially when you're trading, if you've got hidden Mickeys, they're quite cool. You just got to kind of look, and it's a tiny little Mickey face on the actual pin that you've got to look out for. But there are loads, there are thousands. But one little tip I will say is if you want to start pin trading, don't go to any of the pin trading outlets on Disney property and buy really expensive pins to trade.
Yeah.
Go outside of Disney and go to like the character warehouse, because they will have like trading starter packs.
Which are cheaper as well.
They're cheaper,
So it's
they come with a lanyard, and you get sometimes 4 or 5 pins that if you don't necessarily want to keep any of them and you just want to start trading, it's a really kind of affordable way.
They're official pins.
They're official pins,
official.
yeah, they're in the Disney character warehouse, and it's a cheaper way to kind of get going.
We've already started on some 2018 ones as well.
We have.
I kind of got a little bit carried away at Christmas, didn't I? So I was like,
yeah, because you can't see, that's the thing, people buy pins and then they sell them online on eBay and so on. So we've already got like a Mickey 2018 pin, which is pretty cool.
Right, his pins.
Do that. There we go.
There you go. But yeah, it says on it. So it's 2018, the year to be here.
And it's the year we're gonna be there. Really cool. So that is. There's loads of pins. We've got loads and loads of pins. So I'm not going to sit here and show you all of them. And I did a little kind of show reel so you can see all the different pins that we've got. And then these as well, just before we go. So these aren't pins.
Badges.
These are badges. You know, you'll see. And this one is specifically for Mickey's birthday. Now they call them something. They don't call them badges.
Do they not?
No, I can't think what they're called. Comment below if you know what these are called. In the UK we call them badges, but
tags?
no, I can't think what they're called.
No, I don't know. Here's my one. But this is what basically, whenever it's your first visit to Disney, you get this one. They might have changed it, but yeah, so that's the one I wore on the bottom of mine. It's really cute.
Yeah, they're really cool. It's going to annoy me. I'm going to have to Google what they're called.
Just gonna Google it
I'm
right
actually
now.
going to Google it.
Okay. Do.
Okay, so I've just Googled, these are actually called pins
As well.
We call them badges here in the UK. But on Disney property,
It's pins.
they're pins. There you go. So you've got pin
I think
trading.
it's a pin badge, isn't
Pin
it?
badge, yeah. But yeah, I knew there was a name for it and it was different to what we call it. So there you go. So those are our pins. We've got there's so many. This could be like
You've
a
got
2-hour vlog.
32 and I've got 31. So that's 63 pins.
Yeah, there's a lot of pins and we're gonna get more.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't do any trading last time though. I think I was more obsessed with just, oh my god, it's a pin. Get another pin. Get another pin. Oh, I like that pin. That was a really nice pin. Let's get that pin. So that's kind of what happened with me. But this time I'm gonna do some trading. Not with these ones because they all mean something to me.
Special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna buy some.
So yeah, to trade.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Character Warehouse. and we'll get some.
I'm going to do it.
So here's a little show reel of all the pins that we have, so you can have a little look at them close up and personal. Enjoy! So I told you there were loads. There's some really cool ones in there. There's some kind of normal ones that, you know, are more than likely going to be traded when we go.
Yeah.
But which one was your favourite? What pin did you like the most?
Comment below.
Comment below on what your favourite pin was.
And we can let you know if it was my pin or Ryan's pin.
My pin. You've got some cool pins though. You really do have some cool pins. I'm a little bit jealous of some of his. But there you go. So that's our first video of our 10-week countdown.
What are we doing next week?
Oh, next week we are doing... We said we are going to do a bake-off.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to start researching what kind of cakes I want to make. I'm not very good at baking. I can cook, but I can't bake.
I can see one of the characters that I want to make already.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Really don't know. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and you give a thumbs up to this video. And next week, it's 9 weeks and it's bake-off time. So until then, we will see you again. Bye.